Hello everyone and welcome back to another episode of Terra Ventures. It's Flying Magpies here, and today we're starting things off back at our castle, our giant construction project, which is going to take a long time. Now, in between the last couple of episodes from when I was here, I think in episode 17 or 16, something like that, we've gathered up a little bit of resources. So all these 6 shulker boxes here are the ones that we gathered up, and the 8 in front of here are the ones that I bought off Storm. So Feather Storm, or Storm 13768 or something like that. She's not online, I don't think. No, she's not. So So these 8 shulker boxes were bought off Storm, and she has filled them with some stone and some andesite and some cobble, and I think some regular stone as well. Yeah, so the 3 or 4 different types of things I plan to use. One thing I did think about adding as well is just some andesite, some gravel, which I don't think I've got much of. Some gravel. So if we take the gravel block and the stone block, they look rather similar. Throw in some stone and some andesite, and all 4 of them will form just a little bit of difference in the wall. So what I'm going to do now is start the very long process of figuring out how tall I want these walls, as well as actually building them up, building up the towers, and in other words, actually making this castle a castle. So let's get started on that now. This is just a demonstration of what we're planning to come up with. So just mixing up the stone, the cobble, the andesite, and the gravel, just a little bit in there, so it gives quite a bit of a different texture with the different colors in there. Well, not different colors. Now let's just make our way back up here. Where's the andesite? And there we go. So what we're doing here, that's 4 high. I want at least 7 high. So we're just slowly pilling our way up. We should put that gravel aside so we don't get confused. So we're just pilling our way up, and we're sort of making sure that all 4 stones are used roughly evenly. So at the end of this, we should end up with about 20-ish of each. So let's just quickly finish this up. And then when we have finished this side of the wall, we'll have a look and see if it's the appropriate height for what we would like. And as you can see, we've now finished up 1 tower, or at least the bits that are going to go on the walls of the tower. So we of course need to finish up the top. We're going to put a little house or something on the top, and possibly some defenses up there to make it actually viable for use for defense, especially given that these 2 towers here are the main 2 towers, and you really need something to look down upon the road, especially the one leading into the castle, which I outlined last episode. The last episode I was here anyway, and so that is definitely in the future plans. However, I've still got quite a bit more to go. So this, I believe, is 7 high. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and this one here is another 5 blocks on top of that. So that's 12 tall. So we need to go 11 blocks above this, because this is the first one, and then 6 blocks above this one here. So quite a bit more to do, obviously, because it's such a massive build here. So quite a few more progress updates will be done, and quite a few more jumping down and sleeping. I probably should go back to my base actually and get some more scaffolding. So let's actually now, yes, before anyone gets on, I'm going to quickly fly back to my base and get that scaffolding, and then come back and start or continue work on the rest of the walls. Alrighty, and as you can see, we've managed to get about half of the castle done, half of the external walls done. Now what I think I'm going to work on now, to just give a little bit of a break from just constant block placing and going up and down, building up these towers, what I'm going to do is work on just a little bit of just something. I can't think of the words to explain it actually, but I'll show you. What I will do is I'll show you. So let's just quickly cut these stones into the stairs, as well as these ones and these ones. So what we want to do with these ones here is, if I can get them into my inventory proper, is put a little bit of a lip on the outside of the walls. So what this will do is it's going to prevent, that's not how I want it. I want it like that. There we go. What this is going to do is prevent attackers from just coming up to the wall, placing ladders and climbing up them. Of course they could, if suppose this was of course Minecraft, you could just break the block and then do that, but bearing in mind that there'll be defenders on the wall, and this is also going to provide a little bit of a place where defenders can stand. If we take a quick leap up here, that's going to have double, and when we do the other side as well, it's going to be triple. What I am thinking as well is I'm going to put a little bit of defense on this side as well, something like this. Let's just jump down and see what that looks like. So that provides just a little bit more defense and makes it look just a little bit different instead of a completely flat wall, which of course castles weren't. They did have potholes and things like that, and what I am going to do is fill these walls with a bit of depth. Let's do that. So if we just take out a couple of blocks in here, something like that, that provides just a little bit of depth to the wall, which is something I do want to do as well. So let's just have a look and see what that looks like. So having just a few things like that in the wall as well is going to give it just a little bit more depth. But you do have to be careful because there are gravel bits in the wall. But there's quite a bit more work to do just to improve each wall. Put the lip on, put the top of the wall on as well, and yeah. So I think what I'll do is I'll slowly wrap my way around, starting on this wall and continuing around, and we shall continue to make this castle a lot better. Okay, and here we go, and as you can see, I've now dropped my bow. I've now put in this wall, so there's just a little bit of this lip to provide just a little bit more cover. So, for example, if there was someone there, they've only got half the body to shoot at, and of course I could just raise my shield. But at the same time, it means that anyone who's trying to shoot over the walls, like that, what a shot, can still shoot over the walls and have a reasonable bit of accuracy. Now, I put this bit in here just to provide just a little bit of so you don't just walk backwards and fall off the walls. So this you will know when you're coming back up. On this side of the wall, I've also put in the lip on the bottom just to give it just a little bit more, make it look like it's going up just a little bit more, so it's not just a completely flat wall dumped into the ground. If we come around the front as well, I've done the same here, and I put in a few marks into the wall. I probably should do the same on the inside as well, but that one obviously will not be as visible from the outside, and these pock marks, I suppose you could call them, are not visible on the inside. So quite a bit more work to do, especially since I haven't made many slabs, or actually no, I haven't made any of these staircases. I haven't made many of these staircases, so the process of putting this in is just rather random, and I do again have to be watchful of the staircase, of the gravel, which is just going to fall down when I take out blocks. So let's put in a couple of these here, and as you can see, I'm not really caring which ones come out and which ones I'm replacing them with, and that bit's intentional. This entire wall is supposed to be random, just to make it look like it's slightly old. That said, I probably should do the same on the inside as well. Let's do that. But the thing is, there you can see you can get in like that, so I might have to put that block back in. Where's a stone block? Okay, a stone block there. So I might have to leave the towers for now unless I can figure out a way to do that without impacting it too much. So there, that wall, it does look a little bit, I don't know, it's just a little bit wrong, I think. Something's just not quite right about it. I think there's too few ones up top, so let's get rid of a couple of the top ones and go from there. Alright, so let's get rid of that one. And these two up here, and put that in the corner. And okay, let's get rid of this one and make it a bottom. There we go. So I think that's going to look a lot better. Obviously there's still quite a lot more of that to do, but if we take a step back and have a look at it, yeah, that looks slightly better. It's still a very pockmarked wall, and I suppose that's just because of age. It's supposed to be an aged castle, so that is just something that we're working on there. So quite a bit more work to do, quite a lot more staircases and slabs to produce. I did originally think that I had gotten too much of this, because as you can see, I've still got you probably won't. I won't show you all, but I've still got nearly 12 double chests or 12 shulker boxes worth of gear to fill up the castle with. So there's quite a lot more bits to do. So quite a lot more resources to use anyway. So let's continue on this work on this massive project and make it look a lot better. Just to break up the endless cycle of laying lots of stone, I decided I might check out my shops. So let's have a look. And we've made quite a bit of progress, quite a bit of diamonds there. Someone just bought the 1 shulker box. However, it does appear we are very, very low on shulkers. So I did ask Sage to Storm that she could take 8 to replace the 8 shulker boxes that she gave me. So I will be able to restock the shop just a little bit. But unfortunately, this shop is really, really low on stock. So I'm going to have to also go on a killing, a shulker killing expedition at some point soon. Let's also check my fish shop, or at least the one I share with Waffly Egg. There's nothing in there, nothing in there, nothing in there, nothing in there. So no sales there. Let's check out Antarctic's bookshop. Oh, there's some profits in there. So I'll just leave those for now, however. And I think that's all the shops we have for now. It's still raining, so I can make it back to my base ready and put these diamonds away. I think I've still got about 40 blocks of it, so fewer emeralds. I've got more emeralds than diamonds, ouch. But that shouldn't be much of a problem given I've got some great plans for the future that should net us a lot of diamonds, but you'll have to keep watching in the future to find out what those plans are. Now, another thing I want to do is get rid of this thing. I got tagged last episode, and as you recall, it's not the best thing in the world to be tagged. So instead of just simply going to someone and hitting them in the back or in the front with this thing, I thought we might have a fly around and see if we can scare a few people. So at the moment there's only 2 people online, and I'm not sure if either of them are aware of the tag games, but what we might do first is try and scare OdaBJ, whatever his name is, or her name. And what I'm going to do now is fly over to their base, which is, let me see. No, ouch, that hurt. Alright, I need to eat a bit first, but I believe it is 3,000 and 4,000. So a fair way away. So let's just fly over there now, and hopefully they're at their base and we can scare them with the tag. It's always interesting flying around the world and seeing what you can find. I think I've found what's supposed to be an underwater ruin. However, as you can see, it's not really underwater. I'm not sure if these things hold anything special. I can't remember if they do. But let's just have a quick dig around, because I'm pretty sure there's supposed to be a buried treasure chest in here somewhere. Was that it? There we go. Let's see, some coal, which I could use, some gold nuggets, which I can use, some wheat, and a silly fishing rod, which I can't really use, except for experience, of course. So all in all, not the best place I've found in the world for loot, but it's still a little interesting feature that you can find every now and then. Alrighty, and I'm over here by OdaBJ's base, I believe, although I'm not entirely certain if they are actually here. This might be a little bit more problematic than I hoped. Let's just get rid of that guy, and I don't see them around though. This could be, no. Okay, I didn't want to blow them up because then that would alert them to be me being here. Let's jump, because I can get out pretty easily. Alright, it doesn't appear that they are here, which is a pity. No? Are they in the nether maybe? This might be a little bit annoying. Ooh, they could be down in their base, in their mine. Let's have a look. I'm going to keep looking and see, and if they are around here, I might have a look. Oof, lava. No, doesn't look like they are here either. So, looks like this part of the mission was a bit unsuccessful. I do know where, what's her name, Mirrorflame is, but since she just joined the server today, actually, as I record this, I don't particularly want to get her. I should leave that open. No, this is Z Dizzle Bay Base 99. Okay, so they are not here. They're not online anyway, so let us fly around a little bit more and see if we can spot them. Well, would you look at that? Nice Robbie has just joined the game, and I do know where his residence is. So I'm gonna keep flying around. Hopefully no one sleeps, because I do need this to actually work. I do need rain for this to work, and this world is really slow at rendering in, so we have to be very careful. But I believe they're just over here somewhere. Where's the coordinates? No, they're not anywhere near here. But anyway, let's keep going. This is an ice biome. I believe this is near where one of the things that OWJ was going to be claimed. So they might be around here. But no. Let's get out of the snow and keep flying. So this is Mr. Green Thumbs, so that means Nice Robbie is this way, I believe. And Nice Robbie does know about the tag. So if we can just hover it over his head and pretend that we're going to get him. This is my other base. Where is his base? I might have to go to the Nether and do this, which is not as I hoped it would be, but it can't be helped. Well, I've just died. I just lost 117 levels too. So let's quickly get back there, and we should be able to collect all our stuff. It shouldn't take too long though, because I died right outside Nice Robbie's base, stupidly hitting a pigman, and I didn't have the sword and whatnot to kill them off. So that's a bit disappointing that I've managed to lose that many levels. But I suppose the levels don't really do anything if you can't keep them. Alright, so we've now made it to the base. His base, after that, let us see what we can do. Is he around here? He's probably going to spot me. Hi. Okay, he spotted me. That's no good. Let's see if we can tag him. Actually, I think I will tag him. I'm not sure. Oh, wait, no, I can't tag him. He tagged me. That's a pity. Alright, yeah, I just remembered I can't tag him. Because one of the rules, if we look in the rule book, is that we can't tag him. We can't tag the person who got us. There we go, just over there. And he most definitely tagged us. So that plan falls to tatters, unfortunately. One thing Nice Robbie has said though is that he's very kindly let me take all this rotten flesh, which I'll be then able to trade into my clerics for lots and lots of emeralds. So that's very kind of Nice Robbie. I'm sure at some point I'm going to have to thank him with a nice present for that. So thank you very much, Nice Robbie. Well, it has been a little while, and I think I might try and show Tice that I have the tag. And he's cottoning on. This is so fun. I could just tag him right now. Do I want to tag him? Maybe. Run away. Yes, run away, Tice. Well, I guess I won't tag him. I won't actually tag him, I guess. I want to get someone else. But that was sort of fun. I guess just trolling him with the tag without actually getting him. I do think I might try and get Dead Dizzle Baby. But I sort of like getting trolling Tice because he and I have a bit of a tag war going on. I've tagged him many times and he's tagged me many times. So it's kind of fun to just troll him every now and then. And after a little bit of time waiting, someone else has finally come back online, Furious Gamer 177. Now I believe this is his portal. He did die in the Nether, so I'm just going to come through and get his stuff for him. So I believe he should be here somewhere. Hopefully. Where is he? Let's just say, are you at your base? Are you at your base? There we go. Hopefully he is, because otherwise we should be able to tag him if he is. Alright, and his stuff is given back, and tag. Let's just type tag. I know it's probably a bit mean, but I did get him, so that is sort of fun. Getting someone and after I can get his stuff. Ah well, sorry about that, Furious, but I did want to get rid of that tag. Have fun getting rid of it. And we're back at my main base, and unfortunately that's all I've got time for today, so I hope you liked this episode in which we did a bit of getting rid of a tag as well as building up the castle. So obviously in the next couple of episodes we'll be going back to the castle as well as spending a bit of time at the main base, trying to both build up a few more things, a few more resources, and continue work on one of that really big structure I've got to do, that big castle. There's a lot of work there, of course, so keep watching out for the next one to see all the progress. Goodbye.